UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time for round 2 of the Miller Championship. I'm Luke Elvey. It's lovely to have you back with us, taking a look at the leaderboard and the position of our featured player. And it's a story that really isn't spoken about as much on tour, but it should be a nerve-wracking day ahead for our player.
It's amazing how much players are affected by that cut. You're going to see every player out there today grinding it out to make this cut.
That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
This was a great break. The first cut, and it's sitting really nice.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's the common mistake, hitting it out to the left. Found the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. He has this putt to save his par. A bit long on that one. Job done. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we are at the 10th, a par 4. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Here's a look at Roseng from a little earlier.
Watch this putt.
Well, she was a popular star in the amateur ranks, a college star as well, but she's quickly become a star in the women's game, hasn't she? Roseng continues to shine out here on tour.
Making the transition from great amateur player to winning on the LPGA Tour, it's not. She makes it look seamless, which is absolutely not the case. And very few in the game are actually able to do that. And I think if you look in the history of it, only the greats are able to make that transition from amateur game to professional game and not be bothered by it at all. And she looks to be one of those players. I'm looking forward to seeing how her career progresses. She's going to be one of the greats.
9 feet to the cup. Currently at +8 for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Teeing off now at the 11th hole. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Wow. This is a par putt. Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The 12th hole is a par 4. That one cannoned off the downslope. That one is hunting. Well, that's a handy shot. Here's some action from just a short time ago. Lining up for his 3rd now. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut. But you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. UK Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're north of the border this week, bringing you all the first-round action from the RBC Canadian Open. G'day, mates. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, before we get into all the action for this Canadian Open, just a few words on the wonderful St George's Country Club.
Boy, it's this is one of those places you love to come to. It's just one of those old school golf courses, over 100 years old, designed by the famous Stanley Thompson, right downtown city of Toronto. But it's got such this old world feel about it. It wouldn't be so different than like a Winged Foot type golf course with that kind of setting. It's just old school, and when you come there, you know it. There's not a lot of modern things about it, and that's not saying anything bad about it. It's so old school that you're going to find penalizing rough. You're going to find small rock hard greens. That they're going to put a premium on pars. It's just one of those golf courses you can't wait to get to because you don't see them built like this anymore. It's such a treat to be at.
Rich, the second hole here at St George's Golf and Country Club, a long, strong par 4.
It is just around the 475-yard mark. This fairway does slope significantly left to right, so the drives can easily find that fairway bunker down the right-hand side.
That should find the bunker. Playing this shot from the sand. Oh, what a wonderful bunker shot. And this one is for his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. The first of our par 3s at St George's Golf and Country Club. Beautiful looking par 3.
Yes, a narrow green, but very deep, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. This is a heck of a par 3.
It's fair to say that approach didn't hit the mark.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Just a short putt remaining here. This is his 5th shot. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Sitting at 4 over for the day. The first of the par 5s is the 4th hole, Rich.
Yes, this hole used to be a par 4, but was extended back in 1968 for the Canadian Open. It's a nice opportunity here to get a stroke back after the opening 3 holes, but watch out. This fairway gets tough to find with the slope that moves it from right to left. Landing area gets very narrow.
Opting for the 5-iron. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here.
Got to try and save the par here.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
Putting early on has been less than stellar, but that one, that's more like it.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The 5th hole at St George's is a par 4, Rich.
It is. It plays downhill into a valley that kind of moves away from the tee box, so you should see players hit it down there with some distance, leaving a short second shot.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This would be a great up and down. Oh. And he needs this to save par. Now that's a mistake. How do you leave that short? And finishing this hole with a little tap in. And he's moving down to 5 over for the event. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.